explaining it. Okay, so for day 2, or the values project, looks like some people from my other class turned it in already. There's a little quiz that you take, and I'll walk you through how to do it. Hopefully the pop-up blocker doesn't block it. And then there's a Google form that goes along with the quiz. There's a small like certificate type thing you'll make that encompasses your values, and a small journal. And the reason that we do this, like I wrote in my objective, is the values quiz is helpful to identify potential careers you might enjoy, people that may be good influences for you versus people are activities that are not. And a lot of the activities are just to get to know ourselves better. And the first day we kind of learned about our personality. So the second day we're kind of learning about what do we value, what's important to us. And then we move into our strengths, which these are all things that you can bring up in an interview with someone, what your strengths or values are. You can put into a cover letter. It's also important to know what you value in terms of your future. So the quiz is this little link here. I know it's probably kind of bright in here. Do you guys want me to shut these so you can see the board a little bit better? Or is it good? So like shut them or good? It's good. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. I'm like, shut them would be like this, I guess. Okay. I'm good. I like a little bit of sunshine, but if you get uncomfortable or hot, you know. So what you do is you click start the value survey. And there is, oh, it's going to show my result page. Darn it. Okay, well, that's what your results are going to look like. But what's going to happen is it's going to come up with a series of things. I was being weird. Oh, yeah. Hit next. Survey will ask you. Oh, so it gives you instructions right there. Yeah. I should have borrowed yours to read it. So, yeah, I just looked at Isaac's and it comes up with some questions, and you just click next. And then it's going to come up with a list of things, or qualities, like security, financial security, or getting along with other people, animals, and nature. And it's going to ask you to put a smiley face on the one that's the most important to you, I think, and a frowny face on the one that's the least important to you. Yes. I think that's what it looks like. Okay. And then when you do that, the questions are going to seem kind of repetitive, but they're just putting them in different order. And then they're like taking one or two of the statements out. So it does look a little repetitive. But at the end, you'll be able to get to your results. And when your results come in, you want to find what the 3 biggest circles are. And you'll find out your values. So that's kind of how you can find it out. Yeah. It'll only let you pick 2, whichever one of those is the most important to you, or whichever one is the least. So if you pick that one as the most important, and then you pick this one is okay. So you can only pick 1 most important and 1 least important. Does it work? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So you only pick one that's the most important, one that's the least important, and then it should give you results at the end. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Oh, you did? I think that will definitely work on campus setup. I love it. So for my online people, go ahead and, take your quiz, and then at the end, you're going to get your circles. And the 3 biggest circles are your strongest values. And the 3 smallest ones are the ones that are not as important to you, which is fine. When you look at your circle, you can click read more, and it'll give you information about it. And that should, that should help you when you go into the values project. That should help you do the values project Google form and the journal. For the My Values certificate, for this one, you kind of just want to fill in what your values are why it's important to you to have certain things because of that value, and what steps you can take to honor your value. So I'll put an example of that. Let's see if I can do that in here so you can see it. Bless you. So let's say your first value is security. You would put what your value is and why it's important to you. This is important because, and then things that it's important for you to have because of your value. So maybe you want to have money, your own house, something like that. So you're just going to kind of fill in your template based on what your top values are at the end. So it shouldn't be a super tricky assignment. Quiz takes the longest. You want to fill in how you could honor your value. So saving money, opening your own bank account, maybe setting aside a certain amount of money per paycheck. And then you can find an image. So you can just insert a picture by going and inserting one. Yeah, go for it. Not really. Yeah, that was a good question. Yeah, we don't have like do now activities in this class, but that was a really good question. Usually more so in math, I think. Senior seminar is a bit different. Sometimes we'll have like a question of the day, which I meant to ask you guys, which I'll do that here in a few minutes. Since I got excited when Miss Brittany came in, but yeah, that's kind of what the values looks like.